Story 1. The Forgetful Time Traveler. In the bustling laboratory of Tim Temperton, a brilliant yet absent-minded scientist, a contraption known as the chronomobile hummed with energy. Tim, clad in a lab coat covered in post-it notes, had a knack for time travel, but he had one tiny recurring problem. He could never remember where he parked his machine. One morning, Tim woke up, determined to finally solve his predicament. He examined his lab with furrowed brows, trying to remember the machine's last location. Did I leave it by the giant hamster wheel, or was it next to the robot with the penchant for jazz? He wondered aloud. After a series of misadventures involving a dancing robot and an impromptu salsa session with a broom, Tim stumbled upon an old journal. Filled with scribbles and doodles, it chronicled Tim's temporal escapades, but every entry concluded with the word, "oops." With a sigh, Tim strapped on his time-traveling boots and stepped into the chronomobile. The machine whirred to life, and in a flash of light he found himself in ancient Rome, standing in the midst of a gladiatorial arena. Facing a snarling lion, Tim's eyes widened. He fumbled for the remote control in his pocket, accidentally triggering a teleportation sequence. In an instant, he and the lion materialized back in his lab, surrounded by blinking computers and bubbling beakers. Before Tim could process the situation, a group of toga-clad Romans emerged from the machine. They gasped in awe and pointed at him dramatically, exclaiming, "Behold, a sorcerer from the future!" Trying to clarify that he was no sorcerer, Tim's explanations were met with baffled stares. The Romans mistook his scientific jargon for spells, leading to a series of unintentional comedic magic tricks involving lab equipment. As chaos ensued, Tim's bumbling assistant, Lucy, burst into the lab. Upon seeing the lion and the Romans, she exclaimed, "Boss, you've really outdone yourself this time." Armed with a quirky GPS system that occasionally malfunctioned due to temporal interference, Lucy's arrival escalated the confusion. In a hilarious sequence of events, the lion was named Leo. The Romans tried to make sense of modern technology, and Lucy attempted to rescue Tim from his sorcerer captors.